Welcome to the podcast about being unmessable with, no matter what life throws at you. Here is your host, Josselyne Herman-Saccio.
Hey there, welcome to Be Unmessable with the podcast. And I'm your host, Josselyne Herman-Saccio. And today I want to talk to you about what I used to call recharge time. And now I'm calling be unproductive time. Okay, so let me talk to you about this. Most of the people that I coach who are founders, CEOs, executives, one of the first things that goes out when they're being effective is their well being. They're taking care of themselves, their self care. So, one of the things that I work with them on is scheduling what I used to call recharge time, just like your phone needs to be recharged or your car's battery needs to be recharged or your car needs to be filled up with fuel. You need to be recharged and filled up with fuel, so to speak. So what I used to do is have them schedule, an hour in the afternoon or 20 minutes in the afternoon, an hour in the morning, and have time in their calendar for recharging. Now, here's what I discovered. Because these people are such high performers, they started to view recharging and self-care as something to get done, a task to accomplish. So it sort of was counterintuitive to the whole idea of recharging because it came something else to do. So we started to restructure the language around this activity to have it have disconnection from the get it done muscle. So what I started to call it is the do nothing time or the be unproductive time. This was like sacrilege to some of these high performers. They would say, what do you mean do nothing, accomplish nothing, produce nothing? Because they're so used to producing results, even in their self-care. Okay, I'm going to get a massage. I'm going to get a manicure. I'm going to go for a run. So this became time for them to literally accomplish nothing. Their job was to produce no results during this period of time. Now we had to start small. We started with 15 minutes at a time, extended it to a half hour. Some people have gotten up to an hour, but I cannot tell you the difference it has made to shift the language, the linguistic lens that they're looking at this activity from being something to accomplish to having nothing to accomplish. I started practicing it myself and it completely altered my whole nervous system during that period of time. Wasn't on a get something done mode, but on a being mode, being in the moment, not accomplishing anything, nowhere to go, nothing to get to, nothing to produce. And it literally settled the space and provided a peace of mind that had been previously unavailable. Even when I did take recharge time or self-care time, it was all inside of the next thing to get done. So I asked my clients, how has this impacted what you're doing? And they have reported similar and even more exciting results in terms of their ability to disconnect from that get it done, get through life, get to the next thing mode to an actually break in the day where you're being in the time rather than getting through the time or spending time to get something done. So I'm inviting you to practice do nothing. Practice being unproductive. Put in 15 minutes a day in the afternoon sometime to just do nothing. Maybe you just sit. Maybe you just be on the couch. Don't scroll through your phone. This is like a do nothing, accomplish nothing, be unproductive time. And let me know what you discover for yourself in terms of your energy, in terms of your experience of life in those moments. Start with 15 minutes, add 5 minutes every day if you can. And let me know if you have any questions as well. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you again for joining us in this episode of Be Unmessable with the podcast. And I never take for granted that you spend some time with me during your day. And I always want to make sure that you walk away with value. So if you are somebody who has ever dealt with burnout or overwhelm, I have a gift for you. If you click below in the show notes, you can get this 1 hour free workshop led by myself and Dr. Sundra, who is a specialist on burnout. And you can get some strategies for dealing with burnout and overwhelm and disappearing both of them. So take advantage of this gift and let me know what you discover out of participating in it. Thanks again.